You're watching Talking Points, a focus on the political scene in Lubbock and across the South Plains.
Welcome back. Here's a look at some of the political headlines of the past week. A city budget hearing at Citizens Tower this week. With the proposal on the table, your tax rate would drop over 3%, but higher appraisal values would still have folks paying an extra $25 or so a year on average. The $4 million in extra revenue will help the city pay down some debt, do some street repairs, pay police officers more, and pay for more infrastructure work. A final vote probably comes this week. Infrastructure, of course, means a lot of things, including all 83 Lubbock parks. And city workers are asking for your input to put together a 10-year open space master plan. There's 5 surveys where you can give your opinion on adding things like bike trails, renovating swimming pools, or adding splash pads. You can find a link to those surveys on our website, everythinglubbock.com. The U.S. Justice Department now suing Texas over the new abortion law. Remember, legal experts we've talked to still warn the law may eventually be found unconstitutional, but it's the way it's written that makes this an uphill legal fight for Attorney General Merrick Garland. KAMC Anna Warnicki has more.
U.S. Attorney General Merrick Garland says the new Texas law, known as SB 8, is illegal.
The act is clearly unconstitutional under long-standing Supreme Court precedent.
In a lawsuit filed Thursday, Garland argues a state may not prohibit any woman from making the ultimate decision to terminate her pregnancy before viability. The Texas law bans abortion starting at about 6 weeks into pregnancy, but it's enforced through civil action, awarding at least $10,000 to anyone who successfully sues someone who aided in an abortion.
The statute deputizes all private citizens without any showing of personal connection or injury to serve as bounty hunters.
Jamar Brown with the Texas Democratic Party says the law has some doctors in the state too scared to operate.
Providers having to either pull back services or even close their own doors temporarily.
This law is a peaceful constitutional law that involves civil lawsuits.
But Chelsea Yeomans with the anti-abortion group Human Coalition Action says the law is valid.
They found a way to enforce the laws. If the government officials refuse to, it can be done in the hands of private citizens.
Garland says if the Texas law prevails, it could become a model for action in other states to pass similar laws undermining women's rights. In Washington, I'm Anna Warnicki.
Passing that bill was a priority of Republican leadership on both sides of the Capitol, including Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick, who's also about to be back for a third special session. In a Zoom with our Maggie Glenn, Mr. Patrick starts with his thoughts on this latest abortion fight.
Some will argue when life begins. Some say at conception. Some will say at the heartbeat. But I don't think many people can argue that it doesn't start at a heartbeat, even if they don't agree with conception. You know, the Supreme Court in Roe v. Wade, which most people don't know, said that even the Roe decision, that each state has a protected interest in protecting the potentiality of life. Think about that word, potentiality of life. A person's potential. We have a role in that. The Supreme Court said back then in the Roe v. Wade decision. And so we're taking that step now. We're saying if a baby, a little Texan in the womb has a heartbeat, you can't take that life. It's a real life. I don't know what the courts will finally say. We have won the first round. I don't know what lawsuits we followed. President Biden has stepped in here. But these are real lives. And at least it's now front and center. For a long time, people who are pro-abortion would say, well, it's really not a life, and it's this, it's that. No, with the technology we have today, there's no question when you see that ultrasound, or there's no question when you detect that heartbeat, that's a real life. And if people want to take a position about taking that life, that's up to them. But our role, my role, as someone who's pro-life, is to protect life, and that's what I'm trying to do. We've aborted, somewhere in the neighborhood of 50 million lives. And I think that that's an issue that our country is going to look back on one day and say, how did we allow that to happen? How did we allow that to happen? And taking a life when you know there's a heartbeat there, if you're a doctor, you now know you may be sued. And anecdotally, we hear, Maggie, that around the state, doctors have quit performing abortions because they're afraid they're going to be sued. So that's what makes this law different.
Got it. And last question for you here.
Yeah.
Again, with so many Republican priorities being passed during this last special session, and also with the Democrats breaking quorum, obviously tensions are running extremely high among both sides. I was just wondering what kind of you think the general attitude is going into this next session when redistricting is already contentious enough.
Yes.
How do you think that lawmakers are going to work together this coming session?
Well, let me speak to the Senate. I can't speak to the House. I don't serve there, but let me speak to the Senate. We didn't have a quorum break. I had enough Democrats who stayed, and I thank them for that. And we put in the work, even though the Democrats had left the House and we didn't have anyone to send a bill to, because if there's no quorum, there's no one to even receive our work product. Our members continued to have 10, 15-hour hearings and 5 and 6 and 10-hour debates on the floor. Democrats and Republicans. We just kept doing our work because I never knew when they were coming back. We wanted to be ready. So I applaud my senators. This is what most people don't know also. I didn't know this before I got involved in politics a long time ago, or back in 2007. Seems like yesterday. And that is that most of what we do is bipartisan. I think in 2019, we passed 1,800 bills, roughly, and less than 30 passed only with Republican votes. Most of what we do together, Republicans and Democrats, working across the aisles. We're not like Washington, D.C. And I don't want us to become like Washington, D.C. I don't want this bitterness between the right and the left to pour over into the Texas Senate. Again, I can't speak for the 150 members of the House, but I have 31 senators. I have 18 Republicans, 13 Democrats. We pray together. We eat together. We go to each other's funerals and sad times and weddings and some good times. Our 31 senators are unique. In the House, you can work, Maggie, you can be a House member and really never get to know all the House members because you're only on a few committees. But in the Senate, we have 31 senators doing the same work that 150 do in the House. So our members are on 4 or 5 committees. Everyone has an extensive role, freshman to senior. And when you sit there every day, as I did for 8 years in the Senate, you sit next to a Democrat to your right or to your left in a committee, you get to know them. You get to know their family. You get to know their issues. They get to know you. And again, we break bread together. We laugh together. We cry together. And we argue at times. And we fight over bills. But we've learned in the Texas Senate to agree, to disagree agreeably. And I applaud all our members for that. There are differences in the parties. That's the reason there are 2 parties. On issues like Second Amendment rights or pro-life issues, or maybe how we do the budget or critical race theory, for example, an election bill. But for the most part, again, since I've been lieutenant governor, probably less than 2%, maybe closer to 1%, but probably less than 2%, I haven't done the exact count, of bills that we pass only with Republican votes. So I wish Washington followed our model. We agree to disagree. The Democrats are in the minority. They're going to lose votes because they are. But when the tough debates are over on the floor, they're always gentlemen and ladies. And that's the way we try to conduct our business.
Good times in Austin, right? Thank you, guys. Coming up, easier to make, sell, and buy alcohol in Texas now. A look at some of the new laws that are already affecting a growing business sector here in Lubbock. Next on Talking Points.